we have the BuzzFeed favorite, Expecto Patronum. The Patronus is a very useful spell, and it tells you a lot about who you are really on the inside. And Gryffindor is the master of these. We've been practicing potions, and now we're going to practice their Patronus spell. This is going to take a moment to set up, because, like a lot of chemistry, it's a little messy. So never fear, we're going to turn the lights down a little bit. It's going to help us see our Patronum. What should we do? Here, Alex, you go to the side. While they clean up, we have a whole bunch of science to explain. See, this wasn't just magic, or this is an attempt to make a form of a stag, which is my Patronum. Instead, what they were doing was what we call a chemiluminescence reaction. You see it all the time whenever you guys play with glow sticks. It's exactly kind of same stuff. See, when we change the energy, when we make a reaction, all the electrons that spin around the atoms, around the molecules, well, they get really excited. They get a lot of energy pouring into them. And, well, they go up to an excited state. They don't stay like that forever. They fall back down to a lower, ground, slow states. But as they fall back in energy, that's how we get that light to come off. And we use it every day when we guys use glow sticks and when we do experiments just like these. So, for our wise fellows, and for a special young lady at the top of the stairs, can you tell me what is Harry's Patronus? Young lady, would you like to come down? She does it now? Aww. What about you, young lady? Yeah. You have a fantastic costume. So, sweetheart, what's your name? Maggie. All right, Maggie, can you tell us what Aries Patronus is? A stag. Excellent. Let's give her a big one. Hey. I forgot about the boys. Fantastic. So, my Patronus is a stag. Now, I should add on to this. It's a little harder to add because it was sort of lost in translation. Luminol was the principal reactant here. And that's what we were synthesizing in this reaction. So unfortunately, since I did not mention that during my explanation, I'll just pick somebody to receive a wand. Heads up. Young lady at the top of the stairs, perfect opportunity. And the pink. Oh, she's shot. Oh. Would you like me to come give you one? I think she would. And what's her name? Hannah. Well, let's give a big round of applause for Hannah. She's been a great audience member the whole night. So, as I spoke to many of you before our tonight's show, I spoke about my favorite book, The Goblet of Fire, the incredible Tri-Wizard Cup Tournament, a dangerous but exciting time in my young life. And as Slytherin comes out, they will be also adding their name to the Goblet of Fire, as the Goblet of Fire selects random competitors to compete in this great tournament. Now, hopefully, it goes a little smoother than my experience with Goblet of Fire. But we got fire. Ooh.
Going to burn as?
We still have more to go.
This one's a little less obvious. What do you think this one's going to burn as? What about this one? That's all right. We still got more. All right, what's next?
attention once again as they're cleaning up. Let's see what the actual science behind that was. So when they lit that fire and they stuck in those wooden splints were coated with liquids. They were coated with metals, metal salts, stuff like calcium and iron. These kinds of heavy metals that you see in the middle of the periodic table, well, they burn a lot differently at very different colors. And that's because as the fire burns them and excites them, just like our chemiluminescence experiment, as those electrons become very excited and very fast, they'll eventually fall back down. And that release of energy gives us these very, very bright colors. And it's those metal salts that govern this reaction. So, can somebody name all of the Harry Potter houses? I see a young lady with blonde hair in the right side. Can you come on down, sweetheart? Slytherin and Gryffindor? Well, that's close enough for government work. So, let's give a big round of applause. So they are Gryffindor, Hufflepuff, Slytherin, and Ravenclaw. So, what type of solution? What was coating those metal sticks? Was used to make those flames change color? What was it? The young man right in the center in the Hogwarts t-shirt. I see you. Don't be shy. We only bite a little bit here. So, young man, what's your name? Lucas. All right, Lucas. What made those colors? The metal salt solutions, exactly. Let's give Lucas a big round of applause. So the things that we coated those rods, those sticks, was a metal salt solution. So, up next, we have destroying prophecies. Now, in the wizarding world, there is a lot of different prophecies telling chosen oneness and special rules that. But as we learned in the later books, this isn't always set in stone. Yet ironically enough, they can break apart just like stone. Now you remember how I was talking about how liquid nitrogen is really cold? So cold it can freeze anything solid. Well, we're going to put that just to the test. We want to make sure they're nice and frozen solid. Well, we're going to make sure they freeze solid for a very long time. We wouldn't want any half-destroyed prophecies. That would just be like my March Madness bracket. How much money did you lose?
500.
After this experiment, you're going to make sure you want to hide the hammers from the kids, all right? Oh. What else do we got? We got another apple. And there goes a peach. Let's give them a round of applause. So, as I've said many times, liquid nitrogen is extremely cold, over negative 200 degrees cold. And so when we put stuff like living matter, like when we put plants, when we put, say, fruit in liquid nitrogen, it freezes rock hard. And all the water that's inside of a living cell, well, it freezes into ice, making it really bitter and strong. And because it's brittle and strong, if we were to apply enough force to it with a hammer, well, it will smash apart into a tiny million pieces. And that's certainly a live recreation of how I am when I was watching Cubs games last week. So, continuing on with our final set of trivia questions. Our final set of trivia questions. The last call. How many Harry Potter books are there? Young lady, blonde hair with blue. Have you already answered the question, sweetheart? I think not. So why don't you come on down? I remember I was a freshman in this class, and we were taking a final. And they assigned our seats, and I sat right in the middle, and as I was getting out, there was a bunch of people in my way, and I literally almost toppled down like 3 rows trying to get out. It was terrible. So, 8? Well, I suppose if you count the new one. But, what's your name, sweetheart? Aliana. Let's give her a big round of applause. How many Harry Potter books? There's 7, but there's an extra book that just came out, The Lost Child. So, and we certainly count that as the main series. Now, why did the fruit freeze so quickly? Why did it freeze? Oh, you're jumping out of your seat. I see you want to answer that question. Why don't you come on down, young man? What's your name, son? Logan. All right, Logan. Why did it freeze so quickly? Why did it freeze so quickly? Liquid nitrogen was so cold. It's liquid nitrogen. Give me a round of applause. Give Logan a round of applause. So, that freezing temperature that liquid nitrogen has at negative 346 degrees Fahrenheit. That is colder than Antarctica by more than a factor of 10. It's extremely cold. So, as we begin to wrap up our night, we have a very, very big experiment left to show you. One of the most exciting parts of the Wizarding world is Quidditch. I love watching Quidditch. And well, Quidditch is very exciting, but as we all know, you have to go find golden snitches in it, and that guarantees you a victory. And I play a special role as the secret of those snitches. Now, a word of warning to the audience. If you have young children with sensitive ears, this experiment is extraordinarily loud. And so you might want to cover their ears. You sure? Should we throw that in? Can I have some quiet? Can I have some quiet? Can I have some quiet? I want to back up. Close your ears, everybody. We hope you enjoyed our presentation tonight. We hope you enjoyed the time you spent with us, and we hope you learned a few things with us. And for those of you who are interested, I want you to stick around because we're going to be making ice cream. How many of you guys like ice cream? Yeah, that's what I thought. What team won? Gryffindor, of course. couple minutes, probably 5 to 10. But if you're not interested, please have a safe drive home. We thank you so much for coming out, and we hope you get excited for chemistry and science in your lives.